Hey guys, how's it going? All right. Hey, Central. What's going on? What's happening? What's popping? What's going down? How's it going? All right. We got all that out of the way. That's I don't know what you can call them. Wrapped hot dogs, Joseph. Very quiet. So that's what I got going today. Yeah, pigs in a blanket. Hey Kyle. Yeah, it let up today. So there's no rain, but the next couple days it's going to be windy and rainy. It rained a little bit. Actually, Sunday, I lost power for about 2 hours. There is no power. We blew a transformer or something, so the whole neighborhood was out from like midnight till about 2 a.m. So that kind of knocked everything out. And it was very, very windy, very stormy that night. Yeah, it was like around 12 o'clock. All of a sudden, everything went out. No internet, no heat, no electricity, nothing. The only thing that was working was the phone, and then I was able to look it up and found out it was my neighborhood that was out. Yeah, and then I saw someone was walking their dog, and they took a video of the transformer blowing up, and it was affecting our neighborhood, so they had to replace that, and so that made for a kind of a crappy Sunday night. But other than that, yeah, it was very, very windy. Trees and stuff everywhere, a total mess. Now we're gonna go back into more wind and rain and all that fun stuff again for the next couple of days. So batten down the hatches and prepare for the worst, I guess. And I'm gonna have to, yeah, I got some hot dogs tonight, and kind of see, got some mustard, and yes, see how that goes. All right, so this got a little bit of a, this is called Craven. They're this little uncured hot dogs with the little, I guess it's Parmesan cheese on top. Pretty good, actually. Stores were out of a lot of stuff. Yeah, it was 5 something when I went by, 5 and a quarter. I think 5 and a quarter for a double. Everybody's going up. And the crazy thing is my Burger Kings. I have 2 Burger Kings. One of them is a new one. It's about $2 cheaper. I don't know if it's franchise versus non-franchise, but it was like, yeah, like $5.95 for a chicken sandwich, and it was like $6.99 at the other one for the same thing. It's just on the other side of town. I don't know why it costs more at the other one, but it does. I don't know. But yeah, everything's going up. Prices in the stores, they're out of a lot of things. New Year's wiped them out. They were completely out of chili. They were completely out of eggs. Saw a picture of the guy wearing a necklace with an egg carton. Like he was rich. So who knows? But yeah, they got a lot of interesting things out there. And yeah, still a little bit new. There's some new items out. I haven't got to them. I haven't found the pitch black yet. I know it's coming out soon. A few other things I just haven't got to. If you saw the review I just put up, I did the one Taco Bell burrito, so I got to that. And you know, a few other things. But certainly got a lot of stuff on my radar. New things are coming out every day. And been looking online for new stuff. Had to find a few. And yeah, I got a new one. I don't know if that is any. Oh, what are you doing, Tassie? You wake up. So anyways, yeah, that was all the fun stuff here today. And with all the rain and all that stuff, yeah, it's best to stay inside. The other day, hey Paul, the other day I did a real quick test, and I think I'm doing one next week. I don't know. But I'm just going to pick something up, so that's not going to be too bad. Ah, there we go. And what else? Two new things coming out. Hey, anything good at McDonald's? I don't think they really have anything new. I think all the stuff is gone. Their deals are getting smaller and smaller, less deals now. Because they took away the 29-cent Big Macs and the quarter pounders, I think. They're really getting very, very, yeah. I do have a good coupon for Nations. It's buy one, get one for $1. So you can get like two burgers or whatever one's more priced, then you get the next one for $1. It's pretty good. It's a really good coupon, but you only use it once. Like the old Daffy Duck. I'll do that challenge, but I can only do it once. Swallow the gasoline, light an ordinary match, swallow the match, boom. That's great, Daffy. Yes, but I can only do it once. So, yes, you can only do it one time. But yeah, they've got a lot of stuff. All the stuff has been closed out. All the Christmas stuff is gone. I didn't see any sales. I didn't see any closeouts. I didn't see any of that. They've already got Valentine's stuff out. A lot of stuff was picked over already, so haven't really seen a good deals yet. But I'll keep my eyes out. Tonight, in addition to the hot dogs, I'm drinking this. This is different. It's weird. This is called goat fuel. Oh, you can see it. This is watermelon fruit punch. And how they got watermelon fruit punch out of that, I don't know. I think it would be green or red or pink or something like that. That looks like apple. I don't know. It's okay. But I've seen weird flavors before. Yeah, especially I think they still have the smoky quarter pounder. It's like $7. Yeah, they actually put a little bit of sauce on that. I saw some other people didn't get their sauce on there. I wish they would have been able to put it on the side, but I don't know. When you go in there, you can't always pick and choose on the app. And that's only available on the app. So you gotta, I guess you'd have to talk to them and tell them, hey, could I get a cup of green sauce on the side? They didn't let you order it, at least at mine. But it was actually pretty good. For $2, you can't beat it. Yeah, and that was chicken, by the way, so that was good. I think you could substitute out the other stuff if you really wanted to, but the green sauce goes good with the other stuff. So, you never know. Anyway. Hey, Lucky, how's it going? Yeah, Tonight I'm having hot dogs and this one, goat fuel. Hey, Dang, how's it going? So what you guys been up to? Hopefully you've been staying dry, warm, out of the rain, out of the stuff like that. You know what? I still have a bag. When it was around before, I bought 2 bags. I still have one. I did actually see it in the stores that they're coming out with that one. There was a couple that they came out with. I never got to find it. Old Bay seasoning. There was a couple other ones I just never got to. But yeah, I still have the one. Frank's. Guess you could add your own. No, it's the tangy barbecue Doritos. Haven't seen that one yet. I did find this one the other day. Interesting to find. They brought this back. I don't know if you guys saw this. It was gone for a while. The Fritos barbecue. They had the chili cheese, they had the low sodium, they had the other ones. Barbecue was gone for a while, they brought it back. So, yeah. They brought them back. It was just all of a sudden I saw it. I went, whoa, wait a minute. They brought them back. And they're bringing back a couple other things I saw too that they're bringing back. I saw the Franks. Pitch Black's coming out. I haven't found it yet. Yeah, it was the same with the taco Doritos. Those were gone for about a year. I don't know if they were redoing them or something like that. I found them again. Oh. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty good. I got some of the one up there, frozen garlic in the little ice cube things, and then you put them in things like that. I've got garlic choppers, so I can do that. What else? Yeah, they got a lot of the pre-mixed, pre-chopped stuff. They're a little expensive, but you never know. But I have not seen any new chip flavors yet. I don't know if Lay's is coming out with one or not. I know they did the ones they recycled it, the jalapeno poppers, the carnitas was not that great. But we'll see. But I've been looking for new stuff to come out. Really haven't seen much yet. Yeah, corn chips. I like the light salt ones. That way you can put them in like chili. You can make a walking taco. Add sour cream. Put them on top of a pie. There's a whole lot of stuff you can do with it. That is true. A lot of the stuff is getting scarce. Where did I go? Try to get the cold medicine. They don't have any. Eggs are almost gone. Where did it go? Denniston's chili was completely wiped out in 2 stores. I don't know if it was like a delay or something. They had all the other ones, Hormel, but that's not the best one. They had a bunch of stuff that was just like out, and I think it was because of New Year's got wiped out. You know, all the games, the chili and wings and all that stuff. Everybody had parties for the New Year's. Oh yeah, I think I saw that. They also have meatballs too. Yes, the Russians. Dun, 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 dun. And I know Papa Murphy's has the Papa Bites. Little Caesars has got new stuff. Might get down there eventually. What else? I got a couple other places that got new stuff. Yeah, you can get your mix of them. They got rid of the shakaroni. That's gone. But stay tuned. They'll have new stuff. I've got a bunch more reviews coming up in the next couple days. So, and there was some other stuff that was getting really expensive too. Lunch meat. Just the basic lunch meat. Like a bag of, a thing of turkey was like $7 for just sliced turkey. Like Hillshire Farms and all that. $9 for the big one. So yeah, everything's getting way crazy. And if you get anything like a roast or anything like that, forget it. Yeah, me too. Like I said, I've been trying to get like the things on sale. Like this was, the Craven was much cheaper than the other ones in a bag. Trying to get more economical. Yeah. Yeah, and what did I was looking for eggnog. Eggnog's gone, I think, because of the holidays. If you saw my review, I finally finished off that strawberry milk. I got to take the thing back. See if that, get my money back on that. Maybe I'll try another flavor if they have it. Taco Bell, yeah, well, you know what you're getting into. $2 is not bad for the the burritos, but see, we only have one Circle K, so that might be why I didn't find it. We have like one Circle K next town over. I haven't been there, so I don't know. I only found like 5 Circle Ks in the whole area around here, within like 200 miles. So when I was looking for that Purple Thunder, I found one that's in our town. Everything else is far away. Hey, Christian. Yep, just having a little bit of a hot dog situation. And I don't think Wiener Schnitzel's got any new stuff. They brought back the tamales. They brought back some other stuff, but nothing new there. And what else? Yeah, I didn't have that. I had the strawberry milk, and I had I got cocoa and cider, tea to keep me warm. But I need more noodles and soup. That's getting tough to find too. Good stuff, anyways. Might have to take a trip down to the Asian market or the Daiso store, see if they got anything good there. I haven't found the Pringles ketchup, to tell you the truth. I haven't looked for them. I don't know if it's I don't think it's at Walmart. I think I saw it online at Walmart, but one of those things you got to buy like $35 worth of product before you get free shipping. There you have it. They have the new one, the Amazon unmanned stores, where you go in there and you just take stuff off the shelf, and it charges you. There's no clerk. Yeah, I've had some ketchup, but I haven't had too much. Yeah, it really is Canadian. That's kind of like the thing. No, not really. Nothing to write home about. A few chips, a few drinks. I think I found some Kit Kats, but not very many. But yeah, definitely been keeping on my eye out. It's hit and miss with the Daiso store. Sometimes they get good stuff. Sometimes I go in there, there's like nothing. So keep an eye out. I had that. I'm trying to remember. I have not done the quad. I don't think I did the quad stacker. I think I did a triple stacker. But I do have some Burger King stuff coming up. I just was putting a finishing touch on one of them. Some Burger King, some more Taco Bell, some more Jack in the Box, KFC. I think there's a couple other ones too. I can't even remember now. And always more out. Going to be coming up. Have to go take a look at them. Yeah, I have. Find the one video. The Harold and Kumar challenge, where I did 30 sliders, French fries, and the Coke all at once. Yeah. No, not 189. I did 30. I've done cooking videos. The latest ones was the pizza video, and then the pizza fries video was the latest one. For some reason, everybody's watching that pizza fry video. Done a few. Meatloaf, soups. Well, I didn't do 189 sliders. But there are stuff there. I've had a few. I've done a review of the regular sliders. Dollar Tree stores. I have to see if they have anything good there. I haven't been there for a little while. Same with the 99-cent store. I haven't been there. I did. I cooked a chili. I did a chili recipe. I've done meatloaf, chicken, pizzas. What else? Well, I don't have an actual White Castle. I have to go with the frozen stuff, so I couldn't go there anyway. Reuben Pizza. Did a gyro pizza. Done chicken, hamburgers, bunch of different stuff. There's a lot. Go look for what's for dinner video. There's not as many as I'd like, but there are a few. Most of them are quick. Haven't had any local restaurants yet. I did do the new Chick-fil-A. That was like a brand new one. trying to remember if there's any. I did. The last one was plucked chicken and beer. That was the last local place I did. That was actually pretty good. It had fries and it had a chicken sandwich. They're a little bit expensive. I did an MRE. Yeah, I haven't done any of those, but I've did an MRE. It was a jalapeno patty. I've done burger wars, taco wars, grape soda wars, orange soda wars, donut wars, sandwich wars. Yeah, did a bunch of them. Chili burger wars. It was weird because it was the one you put in the bag and you heat it up with the water, and it was okay. I don't know. If you want to try the MREs, it's about $15. Now, I'm not getting into the dumpster food, but they got a lot of stuff you could try. I haven't really done the survival food or the dehydrated or anything like that. But I've tried quite a bit. There's about... Yeah, the one that I had was okay. It was a patty, a meat patty, and then tortillas and cheese spread, and I think it was potatoes. I just watched somebody do that the other day. Yeah, I did. Did a 70 chicken nugget. 70 chicken nugget mukbang, where I ate all 70 chicken nuggets. No. And I did, one of them was a 10 chili dog one. I did, I think, a while ago. There's been things, there's been quite a few. Yeah, I'm not going to those dumpsters, and I'm not going to fight the people. It's getting bad out there, you know. Homeless people are taking over. It's getting dangerous out there now. Watch what you do. Not gonna do that. Stay away from those crazy things, but been a lot. I've been trying to... Yeah, actually, I need to go there to try the new one. I've been to the Habit Burger a few times. They got a new pretzel char burger. Habit's got it good. Wingstop's got good ranch too. I think I have one more from Wingstop. Running out of flavors to try at Wingstop, so. What else did they got? A couple pizza places got new stuff. Yeah, BK's got new things. Yeah. Well, see, that's I like it a little bit thicker. Everybody's a little different. Like I said, everybody's likes things like thicker, thin pizza, thicker, thin milkshakes. Some of them like, you know, all kinds of different. Everybody's a little different on how they prefer things. Some of them like well done. Some of them like raw. Some of them like them in between. I got one the other day. Mostly been doing Papa Murphy's. Or Papa John's, I mean. But I still have a few from Domino's, but they start closing around 11 o'clock, so sometimes I don't always get out there early enough. And I got some cash from Papa John's, so probably use that on the next one. And they got a couple other places. They got Pizza Guys. They got a few other places too. They got a new one too, a new place, but I'm waiting for it to be open for a little bit. It's called what was it called? Extreme Pizza. Can't eat. Can't eat eggs or raw eggs. No. Staying away from all the raw stuff and all that, all the weird, funky stuff. I tried enough of the weird stuff. I was gonna try when I was gonna get Brave. I think they closed one. I have to go back and look. They had a place that had like octopus and weird skewers and stuff, but I don't know if that was the one they closed the other day. They closed one of my Japanese restaurants. So I don't remember if that's the one that had it or not. Tartare, yeah. Chicken, beef tartare. Can't get into that. Keep thinking of that one classic scene from Mr. Bean where it was his birthday. No, I pretty much did all the new stuff at Wendy's. They had the mozzarella sandwich. They had the garlic fries. I don't know if they're putting anything new out yet. I think they're going to wait for all those to be done. Really haven't seen much there. Carl's Jr.'s doesn't have anything new. I did try it a while back. One time I did 2 reviews on it. One I did the sandwich and one I did the crispy crunchy chicken. All right, have a good one. They actually had it in a gas station at I think it was a Circle K somewhere around. I tried it one time when I was out of town. I was in another one. But it was okay. We don't have a lot of the different ones. We don't have like Churches or Raising Cane's or anything like that. That's why I was asking all those different questions about different sandwiches. No. That's a good question. I don't know. They may. They may come up with something good, but probably not. Waiting to see if they bring anything back. I know they were doing international stuff and all that, but waiting to see anything good. And everything they did good sold out. That Halloween meal sold out in like a day. The cactus plant one sold out in a day. Yeah. I think they got overwhelmed. But yeah, a couple other places have got some new stuff. Waiting to see if anything good comes out. I don't know if I did that one or not. I might have done the blueberry. I've done guava and I've done strawberry. I don't know if I did a blueberry. They never got my holiday pie, so they may not get it here. They need a lot of stuff to bring back. I'd like to see those wings, the crispy tenders and the sauced tenders and stuff like barbecue tenders should come back, and the mighty wing should come back, but that was a flop. So yeah, I don't know. They need to bring the prices down. $5.50 for a sandwich is a little bit expensive, and the coupons are drying up. So yeah, not as good. Burger King's getting better stuff. Wendy's is getting good deals if you use their online apps. But yeah, nothing like what it is. Yeah, I still have a couple of the Mighty hot sauce. Yeah, you know what? They went up, and I didn't even try the new thing at Popeyes. So I'm kind of staying away from it. Last few times that I went there, man, it didn't work out. And I did do the ghost pepper wings when it was out a couple years ago. No heat whatsoever on those. I'm not going to try them again. When I did the review, they were overcooked and underspiced. I couldn't taste any spice on them at all. So I'm going to skip the ghost pepper wings this time. It'd be a waste of money. So you guys can try them if you want. See if you get a good deal. But last couple times I tried the stuff that's supposed to be spicy, there was no spice to them. That ripping chicken was tasteless. And yeah, they've just not been very good. So I'm staying away from them. They're not getting very good stuff. But everybody voted the chicken sandwich at Popeyes the best. So yeah, there for a while they were doing 49-cent hamburgers. But that was like a local deal, and now I think it's up to, they had to double the price to like 89 cents, and I don't know. But yeah, everything's going up. Get a coupon when you can, I guess. See if they have specials. They come up with anniversaries, they cut the price. Sometimes they do things on certain days, like Fridays, you get free fries. A lot of different stuff. Just got to keep your eyes out. What are you doing, Ziggy? Yeah, I saw an old menu board from 72. Hamburgers and cheeseburgers were like 29 cents and 18 cents. And drinks were like 15, and I think fries were like 10. Really cheap, but that was back in 72, before they had all the other stuff. What are you doing? See, I don't know. Oh, he's playing. Okay. I put a spring down there, and he's been playing with that spring. That's what he's doing. Ziggy, what are you doing? It's being crazy. Yep, there you go. Yeah. Only you can do it if you have a coupon, or if you have a special, or you have a lot of points you can use. But they're only limiting you to one deal, so. Yeah. There for a while they were doing that. I remember I would go down there and I'd get like 10 cheeseburgers for, under $5. It wasn't a lot, but yeah, that was crazy. That Happy Meal was like way too expensive. I had to pay all that money for that. Yeah. And then the regular Happy Meal is like, what, $7 or $8 now for the kids' meal, and the little tiny fries and the little tiny drink and a crappy toy. I don't know. And McDonald's is not the place to go right now anyway. Yeah. Everywhere is expensive. It did, but now, no. Well, I actually had some stuff that I still have, but they're not worth anything anymore. I had Beanie Babies. I had Star Trek cards. I have the action figures from Star Trek, but they're not worth anything anymore. Bottom kind of fell out of all that stuff. So if you had the rare stuff, Cabbage Patch Dolls and Transformers and all that stuff, they're not worth anything. Or G.I. Joe. I don't know. Yeah, I had all that stuff. I had a Furbies, I had Tamagotchis, I had Micronauts, all that collectible stuff. But yeah, they're just not worth the money anymore. No one's collecting them. All that memorabilia was big at one time, but then it kind of went down now. No one's interested in it anymore. It's all virtual. All the stuff's all virtual online anymore. Pogs. What was the other one? Cards. Pokemon cards. What are you doing? Ziggy, you're funny. Yeah, Pogs. I had all the Star Trek stuff for a while. They were collector cards, and they had Pogs, hologram cards, all that stuff. Those were cool. Remember the Magic cards and the Pokemon Charizard and all those were all big bucks. Limited edition Beanie Babies. Star Trek collectibles that were like limited to like only so many. Yeah, exclusive editions, things from conventions, stuff like that. All that stuff was big bucks back in the day, but then, I don't know, sports cards, football cards, mini helmets, signed autographs. People used to make big money. I know my one friend would do sports shows, and he'd have like the little mini helmets and signed jerseys and all that stuff. Now they're not worth anything. No one wants them anymore. Just no demand. I had a Star Trek plaque that I had certain people's autographs. I had a I still have some rookie cards, but they're not worth anything. Yeah, they got all that stuff. It's not worth. I've got old stuff, but none of it's worth anything anymore. So I don't even know. But the only thing I have still that's worth anything is Ken and Barbie Star Trek dolls in the box still. They're about worth $30 probably. Not much. But I had a lot more at one point, but I don't have many more. Hot Wheels, diecast cars. They're just not, the market's not there anymore. Yeah, because it's all virtual. You know, they'd rather pay more for virtual coins and Bitcoins and all those collectibles that don't even really exist. And all the people with the physical, dolls and cards and all that stuff, they're not worth anything. No one wants them. Just, things have switched, I guess. Made obsolete, too. Although stuff's been replaced. Everybody used to have pagers and beepers and analog cell phones and all the, collectible stuff. Now they're not worth anything. Just the way it goes. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Everything has changed in society, so, you just don't know. You don't know what's going to catch on, what's going to be worth money. Everybody thought all the DVDs were cool and the CDs and all that. They're not worth anything anymore. Especially the ones that are way outdated, like Betamax and Laserdisc and DivX drives. Yeah. Well, never know what what's going to hang on and what's going to just go down. I thought I had a bunch of stuff that was going to, stand the time, but most of it. Yeah. When you go to Blockbuster, you'd rent video games, you'd rent movies, you'd rent game systems, you'd rent VCRs. And then they had that old rent to own. Buy a VCR on time. Pay 3 times the price. That was a ripoff. Pay $800 for a VCR. By the time you paid it off, it was obsolete. But hey, you were living large at that time. Yeah, there's actually a show out there, and unfortunately, it was only one season. It was called Blockbuster. A guy was running the last Blockbuster, and he was trying to make people come to the Blockbuster, and actually had movies and stuff. I guess it didn't do too good, so they canceled it. But yeah, it kind of went by the old thing where you went out and got a movie, and you got the snacks, and you paid 3 times the price. Yeah, VCRs, microwaves, sofas, buying on time. I even saw a picture of an old, I think it was Walmart or Kmart rain check, and you used to pay on time. You put on layaway, and you'd pay so much a month for whatever you put away on layaway, shirts or something like that. You pay like $5 a month. Yeah, rent to center, rent to own. Finger Hut was the other one too. That's actually still around. I don't know anybody want to buy stuff on time. By the time you pay it off, 3 times the price, it's outdated. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that stuff. Look on Wish. Yeah, I don't know. They may. I just don't. I don't see it anymore. They got rid of it for a while. People used to try and hide this stuff underneath things in the back of stuff. Bring it back. Oh well. Layaway and blue light specials and all that fun stuff you used to have. They don't do that anymore. Obsolete. Yep. Oh yeah, everything's online now, streaming. People can watch from other sites. I know for a while you could borrow people's discs and books and stuff like that, bootleg them. Can't do that anymore. Manual, you copy the manual, you copy the code wheel or whatever it was. Yeah, a little bit different now. Share all the music and the tunes and stuff. You had to hold it in a certain situation too. All right, let's get everything ready. We want to watch. We want to watch Fox. Put the antenna. Put your leg up. And hope the channel unscrambled. I don't do that anymore. But I remember that back in the day. You could hear the sound, but you couldn't see the picture. Yeah. Oh wait, I think it's unscrambled for a second. We actually had that for a while. Hey, Brent. I remember when we first got cable, and they had the box, and you pressed like 5 buttons all at once, and it turned off, and then you turn it back on, and then you could watch any channel that you wanted. It wouldn't unscramble it. There was a glitch in the system. And then they figured it out, and then they recalled everything, and then they fixed it, so you couldn't do that anymore. Yeah, we used to have one called Mug, Mac User Group, and then it was T-Mug, and I was in a Commodore group for a minute, but no one went to them anymore. You all meet somewhere like a school or a rec center. Everybody bring their computers and you just copy stuff. They don't do that anymore. It's all online. I know, yeah. Oh, okay. Wow. Guess it was a delay on the live. I don't know. But on, yeah, not quite an hour. But I had some hot dogs. I was drinking the goat fuel. We're just talking about stuff right now. Yeah, it's been delayed. Sometimes I get double notifications. I don't know, but yeah, it's called Greatest of All Time. AT Studio. And this one is watermelon fruit punch. So, still got a lot of different things to review. I've got chips and a bunch of stuff. Working on them. Actually, I have another one called Goat, but it's different. Yeah, storm's getting here too. Yeah, the old satellites, you had to move the satellites. We had that too. You had to move the antenna. Yeah, my friend had a digital satellite system. You had to actually physically move the dish to catch a different satellite. They didn't have very many on there. That was before they got the dish and the on demand or whatever. Yeah, those big metal satellite dishes that you had to have in your whole backyard. Yeah, true. Yeah, you know, they actually, I saw something that said they're going to be doing changes. There's a new term of service coming up, and if you don't accept it, you won't be monetized. So I got to keep an eye out for that. Message to come up. Guess they're reworking the monetization, and they're monetizing shorts, and they're changing how they do stuff. Yeah, and you had to do like Satcom 5 and Telstar 6 to actually have it moved to catch the different satellites and the feeds and all that. Weren't very much on there. And I don't have I don't have Blu-ray. I have old style regular DVD. So nothing real fancy. Most of the stuff I do is on tablet. That's about it. No, I'm not real super high tech. I don't do 4K or Blu-ray or surround sound or anything like that. I know a lot of people are way into their stuff. No. Sounds like some kind of anime. What was I watching the other day? I watched one episode of Tiger King. I've been trying to watch some of the new stuff that's coming out. Some of the old series. Wait for the new stuff to come out. I think it's going to be coming out really quick, mid-January. Haven't really seen too much though. And it's going to be perfect time now because of the storms and all that stuff. Although the other day, Sunday, kind of messed me up. So I was getting ready to start watching stuff at midnight and the power went out for about 2 hours. So had no power. Hey, Scott. Yeah, I guess it was real windy and one of our transformers blew and it knocked out the power in the whole neighborhood. So they fixed the whole thing and we were completely dark for about 2-3 hours. And I just decided that I'm going to sleep because I didn't have any internet, any cable, no power, nothing. And I didn't know when they were going to when they were going to fix it. So, well, like I said, I didn't think it was going to happen, but one of the transformers in the neighborhood blew out. They were having really high winds and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it just completely knocked the whole neighborhood went out. Yeah, I guess some of it was okay. There's been a few things that I've been trying to catch up on old stuff. I've been watching a lot of the old 70s shows. They started putting those on some of these other TVs, Rewind TV, Antenna TV, Me TV, Cozy TV, old 70s shows. So those are kind of interesting. Had a lot of marathons over the holidays. I'm trying to watch a few new series, few new TVs, but there's really not a lot on right now. Just been kind of trying to take it easy. Like I said, staying inside, ordering things online. Remember Alf? Yeah, I used to watch that. The old puppet soap, all those old 70s shows. Mostly now it's like Growing Pains, Family Ties, Wings, what else? Other ones, a bunch of other, Becker, those old ones. Those are kind of fun, but yeah, I don't watch too much of the new shows anymore. I don't know, they're just not the same, especially the entertainment specials and all that. Don't care for the music much anymore. Just been going for the old stuff. They're bringing a new Night Court out. They are. I think it's going to premiere in like a week. They brought Dan is going to be on the new one, and apparently the judge's daughter is going to be the main star of it. I don't know if they have anybody else in it, but I did see that Night Court is coming back with a new cast. A couple of them died, so they're not going to have them, obviously. The judge is no judge, no the one, all the bailiffs, they all died. The other guy that was the clerk, he just died. Yeah, Dan has like white hair and a beard, and then the judge is a female, like a blonde, supposed to be Harry Stone's daughter. Haven't seen much about it. I don't know anything about it. I just saw that it's coming out. Will be interesting to see if it does anything. No, he's still around. I don't think he's on it though. I don't know. I haven't looked in to see all the people that are in it. All I know is Dan Larroquette's in it. That's it. So, and the other people have all died. Marky Post died. Yeah, the judge died. The clerk died. All the bailiffs, the female bailiffs. I think Marsha Warfield's in it. I think she's still in it. But your guess is as good as mine about Bull and some of those other people. But we'll see. They tried doing that on some of these other shows. It just didn't work real good. They redid One Day at a Time. That didn't work. Been doing some other ones. George Lopez has got a couple of series that came and went. They redid Quantum Leap. I don't know how good that's doing. They've redone. They redid Dallas. They redid Will and Grace. They redone a lot of things. A lot of them just got canceled after a while. No one watched them. I don't know if it's too long between them. Magnum PI. Yeah. A lot of shows they brought in, but just didn't get the viewers, I guess. Most of them are, yeah. Especially when it's not the original people. Yeah, Lopez versus Lopez. I haven't seen any of the new ones, so I don't know. I'll have to go and take a look. And what did they had a new Fantasy Island too for a minute. I don't know if that's still on. There's a couple of MacGyver. They redid that. I don't know if they're bringing that back. Yeah, it's been a lot of stuff that they brought in. Most of them have all flopped. They had Lopez. Yeah, then they had George Lopez show for a minute. I watched that. And yeah, they've redone it. Then they had the one Gabriel Iglesias had a show. I don't think that did very good. Yeah, they've tried. Most of them didn't catch on. Wait to see if they come out with anything good that's worth anything. I haven't really seen any new pitches for new shows or anything that's going to be like spectacular. Most of them get canceled after first season. Some of them I watched and some of them I didn't. Wait to see if they come out with new PBS shows, new sci-fi shows. Not too many. I know they're working a lot on Star Trek and Star Wars and all the Disney's going crazy. They're coming out with new spin-offs all the time. Yeah, I tried watching that. I couldn't get into it. It wasn't the same as the other one. It was okay. I watched a couple and then I gave up on that. There was a few other ones where they brought him back, and it wasn't interesting. They need to have a solid a solid show with good storylines. So just got to keep an eye out. I know they're doing all the other Mandalorian and Star Trek and Star Wars and all these other superhero movies and superhero stories, and Netflix has got a lot of new stuff. You can really get into it or not, but I'm just kind of keeping it simple, trying to, keep it easy. A lot of stuff to occupy your time, though. In between going and doing all the reviews and filming and all that stuff, I've been pretty busy, so. Okay. Picard is good. They're going to go into a third season, and that apparently is the last one, but we'll see. They're also working on Strange New Worlds. They're working on couple new series. Discovery's coming back. Mandalorian, Boba Fett. A whole lot of different stuff. Lots of stuff. And then you can get into the English shows. You can get into the mystery shows. You can get into... they got Star Trek Prodigy, Lower Decks, anime, cartoons, all that stuff. There's just a whole lot you can get into. I mean, you can spend a fortune. You can spend a long time on there watching the old stuff. Was watching Baywatch, and I was watching some of the old ones. Street Hawk. And what was the other one? Wizards and Warriors was only on one season. I was watching those. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff like that. Like I said, occupies your time. Some of them I hadn't seen in a long time. I have to go back and see if I could find some other ones too that I was trying to look for. I had forgotten a lot. Whiz Kids, that was another one I was trying to look for. High-tech computers back in the day. Now they're nothing. It's like watching War Games, and he was using the floppy drives and hey, Bruce Fur. Yeah, they actually have that on one of those Cozy or one of those TV shows. Mork and Mindy and Too Close for Comfort. One Day at a Time. Yeah, a whole bunch of old. Emergency. Yeah, it was only on one season, Wizards and Warriors, and it had the guy from Taxi, Jeff Conway. Dirk the Daring, and then the other one was the evil guy, and Lucifer or something, I think was the evil guy. It was only on like 5 or 6 episodes. Didn't last long. Actually watched one of them, and I was going to watch a couple of them more. Street Hawk was like the Knight Rider with the motorcycle, high tech motorcycle. He was the super cop. That one was only on for one season, unfortunately. What was the other one? Viper. I've been trying to watch that one too. The old Viper show where the car transformed. Knight Rider, and then they redid it for one season. That wasn't any good. And then they did Team Knight Rider and Knight Rider 2000, Knight Rider 2010. If you could find those. Yeah, they had that. I actually talked to Kit when I was little. Universal Studios, they had him set up and you could go and talk to him. Got to see that. I got to see the A-Team van. I think I saw the Back to the Future car was on display. This was probably, yeah, 85. Right after Back to the Future came out. So I got to see the Back to the Future car. I got to see the A-Team van. And then, yeah, all that fun stuff. Yeah, he did die. And that's on occasionally on the one station. I've been watching that a little bit. Some of those old ones, man, when you start watching those old shows and most of the people aren't around anymore, was it Give Me a Break, Different Strokes? There was a couple other ones that all the people have pretty much gone. I was like watching them and I was like, wow, all these people. Back in the day, that was the big stuff back then, but now most of them have gone. Unfortunately, well, one's from the 70s. You got all the people that, now they're upwards in their 80s and 90s. So they're probably not going to be around much. But it was quality entertainment back then. They didn't have all that stuff now. Yeah, kind of got into that. And then they had all the other kids' TV shows, Electric Company, Mr. Rogers, what was the other ones? New Zoo Review, Big Blue Marble, and a couple other Great Space Coaster. All the old children's shows. It's been a while. And the people from Sesame Street just had a couple people pass away, so yeah, they've been on a long time. There's still a lot out there, though, to keep you occupied and busy. Yeah, well, some of those people, yeah, later. There was some good stuff back in the 90s, I guess. Some of them you can still find. Then they kind of got into the weird offshoots that didn't last very long. What was that one? Auto Man. What was the other one? Mantis. Yeah. What was it? Oh, there was a whole bunch of ones like that. Crime Fighter. Man from Atlantis. Gemini Man. That was another one I saw. Stingray. Yeah, I forgot about Stingray. Viper, Stingray. Yeah. What was the other one? Vegas. Dan Tana. Buck Rogers, of course, was one of my favorites. Back from the 80s. All the hero sci-fi. They had a couple that were okay. They brought them back. Some of them were good. I think they were actually filming Viper around here one time back in the day. That was kind of weird because the car transformed from one to the other. I never got into him too much. And they had some of those other ones. What's that other? Oh, the one. Diagnosis, Murder. Murder, She Wrote. Then all the Hallmark shows. Yeah, a bunch of other stuff like that. What was I watching? Old stuff too. They've been putting things on now. And I don't watch that too much. I used to watch a lot more game shows and shows like that, talk shows during the day. They don't have those on much anymore, and they don't have a game shows on as much anymore. They used to have a whole lot. Not so much anymore. Everybody had a game show, but no. Sadly, no. I like the old Game Show Network used to have interesting ones like called Cram. What was that one with the English guy? It was called Small Wonders. Oh yeah, with the robot. Yeah. What was that one? Distraction. That was it. Made you buzz in, and then they had to do stuff and not. You had to push the buzzer. Was around the mouse traps, and wrestling people were trying to throw you, and you had to sit on the toilets and tinkle to buzz in. They had a lot of that crazy stuff. I forget some of the other ones, shows that they used to have on those crazy game show ones. Win, lose, or draw, all those other things they used to have on. Not so much anymore. Oh yeah, and then there was a Super Ninja Warrior and American Gladiators. That was another one that was fun. Watching the cannon, the joust, and all that stuff. Yeah, then they had well, all those guys had died pretty much, except for the newer hosts. But yeah, Louis Anderson, Richard Dawson, Ray Combs. Yeah, then the guy from the one from Home Improvement, and the gray hair guy. Yeah, Fear Factor, and then they had another one called Dog Eat Dog. That was kind of like a thing where they had to do stunts in the water. Fear Factor. They had a couple other ones too. Those were kind of like those challenges, Double Dare. Yeah. Well, they still have Survivor and Big Brother and stuff like that, but not quite the same. They would gross you out, making them eat things and do crazy stuff. Stunts. Yeah, never got into that too much. I like Survivor, believe it or not. I don't know. I was into the Survivor. Not so much into Big Brother anymore. Kind of got turned off of wrestling. I used to be into it, but now it's nothing any good. I'm not even following it anymore. I've just been passing them by. There's too much dumb stuff. All the new people I don't even care about. I couldn't get into that one. Couldn't get into the other. There's some other ones. What was it? Tough as Nails, and they had that stupid one was called Gilligan's Island, where they made the people be all the different castaways on the show. That was stupid. Then they had the one with The Rock. And then they had the one with Val Kilmer, or not Val Kilmer, the other, the Ivan Drago, that guy. He was on there in one of them. I actually watched that the other day, Rocky IV. That was a good flick. Oh yeah, I used to like that. They had two of them. They still have BattleBots. And then they had Robot Wars, and I think they had another one. They still have BattleBots, believe it or not. Kind of cool. They started it, though, here in San Francisco at the Exploratorium. They had arenas, they had the people, they had their crews, they had everything all set up, and it was like, it's robot fighting time. And then they have the crews all. It was like a demolition derby. Then they had things in the corner, try to smash your robot. It's kind of intense for a while. And then it went on hiatus, and then it came back, and They're still doing it. Those were kind of cool. They did an English version of it. Yeah, it's called Robot. It's called BattleBots. I think it's on Science Channel or Discovery or something like that. I've seen, and they compete for the giant the giant nut, and they spend all the time working on their thing, and then they have the battles and all that. Kind of cool. Uh, yeah, they had a lot of that stuff there back in the old days. Not so much anymore. And what was the one? What was the one? Claymation, the Celebrity Death Match. Remember that? Fight against them, smash them, Gumby, all those stuff. Entertaining at the time. They still have them. Just have to keep your eye out. I don't know it's a big thing anymore, but yeah, you could find them. Yeah, they're all classic stuff. I remember that and the old anime from like MTV and all that they used to have. Eon Flux, Adult Swim. All the old classics. And Saturday mornings there are no more cartoons anymore. It's been changed. I guess they cleaned it up. I was so sad to watch the Bugs Bunny cartoons where they cleaned up the violence, took it away. I don't understand why. The old-time classic cartoons where the part where he shoots Daffy Duck in the face, and then they don't show the part with his face getting shot. They cut away, you hear the noise. They cut away, you hear the noise, and then his face is all black. I never got into that. Teen Hunger Force, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It was so sad. I'm like, come on, it's a cartoon. It's cartoon violence, you know? When the Roadrunner would knock the coyote off the cliff and he'd smack into the ground, they cut that part out. I mean, it's cartoons. It's fine. It's not real, people. But yeah, they don't want to have the kids subjected to that, so they cut away and take out all this stuff. Take out the words, take out this stuff. I don't know. I guess the kids can't handle it now. I tried watching AEW. I don't know. Not into the wrestling much anymore. All the old people that I used to watch, they're all pretty much gone and retired, and all the new stuff is just like no pay-per-view and stuff like that. I still like it, but I'm back in the 80s and the 70s, so I can't get too much into it anymore. Some people are still way into it. Yeah. Well, they edit it. What did I watch? I watched a movie. Watched a movie on one of the Comedy Central or something. It was a Cheech and Chong movie, and they edited it. They took out the language. They took out the scenes. They changed them. I'm like, wait a minute. What are you doing? Yeah, it was dumb. And it made no sense at all. They had the bag. They had the bag of weed, and it was supposed to be all the bud and all that stuff, and they changed it to diamonds. And they went to a diamond field and picked up a bag of diamonds instead of a bag of bud. He said, hey man, look at this. I found some diamonds laying around in the field. I picked up a couple of pounds of them. I'm like, what? You don't pick up bags of diamonds. And I was like, wait a minute, what are you guys doing? They eliminated the whole thing and then zoomed into the bag, and it was like a bag of diamonds. I'm like, oh, come on, you guys. Get real. Yeah, man, I have about 5 pounds of diamonds in here. Yeah. That made no sense whatsoever. You have a diamond mine, you don't have a diamond field. You don't go by the pounds of diamonds. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's just the way things are. Yeah. Changed it. They want you to be, politically correct, and they're taking all the references away and all that. It's just way it is now. Just gotta take it. Yeah, and then they edit out the words and they edit out the stuff. It's just don't even show it. Not worth it. What did I watch? Ghostbusters or something? They took a couple of the words out. I was like, come on, you guys. I think it was either Up in Smoke or the other one, Next Movie. Whatever one they were had the bag of bud, and then they were the thing was getting raided, and Sergeant Stadinko. Lardis. Yeah. He was walking around with a bag of bud. Then Pee Wee Herman was in there, and maybe it was Next Movie. I think. I think they're Iranian. Either that or Nice Dreams. Maybe that was it. I don't know. But it was like dumb. I liked their music. That was kind of cool. No, but they had the bag and it had looked like it had black coal in there instead of marijuana. It was dumb. Then what did I watch? I had a video of Arnold Schwarzenegger's Raw Deal, and it was totally edited. They edited out the violence, they edited out the words, and it was a videotape. And it was an R-rated one, and they changed it to PG. And I'm like, what are you guys selling a PG version of a videotape? Yeah, Pee Wee was a manager, and they raided the massage parlor. Yeah, man, I played this for the goats. Yeah, it was one of those. But they changed it around. I don't know. Kind of clean it up for everybody. Yeah, they tried to make it less offensive to the people and take out all the bad words and the craziness. I think it was on Comedy Central or something. I know it was dumb. I'm like, come on, you guys. He had a bag with a couple of pounds of marijuana in it. They changed it to diamonds. Yeah, well. Old classic one, Dave's not here. Got the stuff. Dave's not here. Hey, man, go away. Okay, that was it. Yeah, Next Movie. It was one of them. Nice Dreams, Next Movie. Up in Smoke. The Things Are Tough All Over wasn't as good. Yeah, edited for television. It was dumb. Pointless. And then what was it? Corsican Brothers was not very good. Get Out of My Room was okay. They had a new one I watched. It was like a cartoon version. Yeah. Yeah, no, they did that. What was it? In The Sopranos, they did that. I was watching the episode of the old Sopranos, and like where he's driving down the turnpike, and there's one scene where they show the Twin Towers. They took it out of the videotape version, because they didn't want you to see the Twin Towers. So they edited that out. Another one of those things that they don't want to have a problem, so they just edited that little part where they showed the Twin Towers because it happened right around, it was like right around 2001 when they had that problem. So they edited it out of the future DVD releases, I guess. So the opening was changed. Yeah, Die Hard and some of these other, it wasn't one of the Spider-Man ones. Yeah, I know, but they just want to, clean it up for the general public, and they don't want you to stress on it. They don't want it to be a problem. I could understand that, but, they're going a little too far. Taking everything out, removing names, any references. So, yeah, it's a little overkill right now, but it is what it is. Yeah, I have two, but, what was it? Some other ones I was watching, they had the old Twin Towers and stuff that they were talking about. That was way long time ago. What did I watch? The old one, Out of Towners, back from the 70s. They were still building the Twin Towers then. So they catch a scene of half-built Twin Towers. Yeah. Yeah, they had to change a lot. They had to clean it up. They had to, edit it out. So there are still some that have them. But yeah, they try to clean it up, and they try to, make it PC and not refer to it anymore. So we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if they took that out. I'll have to look to see if they took that out of the future. Was it Home Alone 2 that had Trump in it too? Trump tells him how to get to the lobby or something. You just go through here and go over here. That'll get you there. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Yep. And if you go back and watch Naked Gun, they had OJ in it. Watched that other one the other day, Capricorn 1, he was in that too. So they still have them in some of those ones. Yeah, they had them occasionally. Yeah, you still find a couple of things that had the people in them. They just didn't get rid of them, Nordberg, yeah, that was it. He was always getting run over and flying out in cars and stuff like that. Yeah, that was it. They put him in for basically like a scene. He was in some other movie I saw him in too. When he was younger. He was in wrestling too. Believe it or not. He had shaved McMahon's head. He bought the WCW. A lot of different things that had him in it. Brought him into it as a storyline. Guess they just don't want to have the people remember him. Yeah, where he shaved McMahon's head. That was part of the stipulation. A while back. Yeah, they also had the other one. It was like, it was a spoof. It was the Battle of the Billionaires. It was Ted Turner versus Trump. And they had the people. And had a guy to play Trump, and he had like orange face and hair. I think Rosie O'Donnell was in it. I don't remember. Yeah, there was a lot of crazy stuff with him. He was in, what was it, WrestleMania, one of the WrestleManias. Yeah, they had a lot of stuff with him in it. Brought him in there and had him on several angles and introduced him as a special guest. Yep. I remember that. Been a long time. I used to watch them all the time back in the 80s and even in the 90s and 2000s, but yeah, lately I haven't been interested in it. Most of the stuff is not very good. Yeah, that's about right. I went to a few lives, saw a couple of Starcades, WCW. I saw, what was it, 96, 97, 98, and 99. All the Starcades. Because they were at San Francisco and Oakland. Got to see both of those. Or no, it was Super Brawl. That was it. Super Brawl. Hulk Hogan versus Kevin Nash. The Giant, Lex Luger, Conan, Juventud Guerrero. Yeah. Yeah, back when Sting and Flair and all the people were back then. Roddy Piper. That was a big deal. And he was on Alcatraz. Yeah, there was a lot of cool stuff back then. I saw James Brown. The one that was good was one with James Brown. He was there. I think that was 99. They brought in James Brown because Ernest the Cat Miller said he saw him. He knew him. The Maestro and LWO. Giant. Got to see Ric Flair get thrown over the ropes right near me. Because I was like in the 5th row. But the camera was behind me, so just had the back of my head probably. So unfortunately I didn't get to see that, but different in person. You don't get the play-by-play. You barely can hear them introduce things. Most of it's just the audience, going ooh and ah. And then they just tell you who wins, and that's it. You don't really get all the play-by-play and the entrance music and the pop and the stuff like you do on TV. It's a whole different feeling when you're in the crowd, and it's pretty much quiet. It's all different. And then you don't hear the interviews backstage and the camera stuff and like that. Just hear the crowd. And all you hear is, now entering the ring, and then the winner is ba ba ba. Yeah. It was different. I got to see it live, but not quite the same. Maybe because it was WCW. They didn't have the budget. They didn't have the effects and stuff like they do now, with all the fireworks and the whole thing. But it's pretty tame for back then. Yeah, so it's interesting for sure. Some of them I had terrible seats. I was like way up in the rafters and didn't get to see much, but did get to see it for a while. Yeah, I wish I would have been able to see some of the earlier stuff, like Night of the Skywalkers, or the scaffold match, and the old dog collar match and the steel cage matches and stuff like that back when they had all that crazy stuff going on. But by then they'd cleaned it all up. So it wasn't as violent as it was. It wasn't as crazy as it was. They kind of cleaned it up for everybody. But I got to see it in live, so. Yeah, well, like I said, this was WCW, so it was a whole different feeling. Yeah, when they do like the mattresses and jumping off the rails and doing all that crazy stuff. There for a while, they were going real crazy, going outside, um, in the streets, back lots, taking the cameras to somebody's house. Yeah, all different now. The one thing I remember, the one they had during the when everything was shut down, they were inside the WCW headquarters or WWF headquarters. They were fighting in the rooftop and they were fighting in the hallways. Yeah, I did see Goldberg when I was there. He was in one of the Starcades. They had him, or one of the Super Rawls. They had him come out and did the fire and the smoke, and he won the belt. I think that time. Remember, everybody was like, "Yeah, it was kind of cool." It was a squash match. He came out. It was like 3 seconds later. Same thing. He was on a streak. I think it was like 450 or whatever. I don't know. I didn't meet him, but got to see him in person. Got to see some of the people, but yeah, it was kind of crazy back then. Different though. They had mostly was merchandising. Everybody was trying to sell shirts, and I had a bunch of them, but I think they got tossed. I had the Super Brawl, all the four of them. Or Starcade 87, 88, 89, or no, 96, 97, 98, 99. That was it. Yeah, I was somewhere in the middle of that. One of those ones he was having. And then Hogan was there. Piper was there. There was a whole bunch of whoever was popular back then. Lucky to get tickets. That's when you had to sit outside when they first opened, Ticketron or Bass or whatever it was that you did. You didn't have to call. We had to wait out in front of the box office for it to open. We had to go there in person. I think it was like on a Saturday or whatever that they opened the Ticketron or Bass tickets or whatever it was, and we had to go down there and wait in line because you could never get through. Yeah, my friend used to do that though. He would go to house shows and he'd see him pulling up, and he said like Hulk Hogan would pull up in like a Cadillac or a Lincoln or something, and he said like some of these other people would come all together, like Junkyard Dog would pull up in a Honda, and all the guys would get out of the Honda. They'd come way ahead of time. The mid Carters, the no namers, they'd all come in like junky old cars. But the big people like Hulk Hogan, Piper, Iron Sheik, stuff like that, they'd all show up in the fancy cars, limos. Different back then. But yeah, some of the other people would, stay in hotels together and they show up on the bus. All right, dang, have a good one. Yeah, jobbers, no namers, lot less popular people. They just would show up. And you know who was going to win because it's like Dave Smith versus Hulk Hogan. Let's see, who's going to win? Yeah, they had, Barry Smith versus Junkyard Dog. Okay. You pretty much knew who was going to win. Mid Carter, no name versus a established name. Nothing surprising there, especially the house shows. House shows didn't really do anything. No one changed anything. Nothing happened big. It was all pretty much planned out. Wish I was able to watch some of those old ones. I still found a few old ones, and it was a local. It was a local wrestling channel here. It was called Big Time Wrestling. It was usually at the Cow Palace, and it was like the old other people, and then they had was it Miss Wrestling, and she was like the card girl. She put a gold star next to whoever won. They didn't have video. They had a book of pictures of whoever was wrestling. They just flip through the book and say, Masked Invaders versus, Ray Stevens. And then whoever won got the gold star. The next week they'd show the book, and that was it. Yeah, this wasn't even AWA. It was like something NWA. I don't know. There's a new hat. Actually, I think you can get, if you have Peacock, you can watch the pay-per-views. I don't know. I don't really watch them anymore. I'm not sure. But most of the stuff is kind of lame. Yeah, this one's a new pimpin' hat. Thought it was going to be more velvety, but I don't know. Anyway, but they had all the old stuff there. I used to watch that all the time. And what was the other one? AWA was during the weekday, during the afternoon time. Yeah. I was trying to... I don't watch that much anymore. Most of the people, I don't really care about them. Just like, more old school, so... But anyways, that's the fun stuff back then. Been a while. More into the old 80s, and most of the wrestlers are gone now. Or they're retired, or they don't have them anymore. Like the old stuff when it was real, The blood was real, the feuds were real. No, I don't want to be the head of the table. I don't care about Roman Reigns. Don't want to be in the bloodline. I want to be a horseman. It's all about this. All about that. Woo! Yeah. Have you seen the commercial for Ric Flair lately? Oh, man, that was so stupid. Ice-T, Ric Flair, some other guys, and they're in a barbershop. Some about car insurance or something. Woo! Why are you so chipper? Woo, because I save a lot of money. And then Ice-T's sitting getting his hair cut. He's like, yeah, I saved a lot of money too. Just lame. Got to get the money. So. No, he's not. He's fake. Roman Reigns is fake. It's all about Ric Flair and the Road Warriors. Road Warriors, Ric Flair. That era, back in that day, that was real blood, real stuff. Bruno Sammartino. Iron Sheik. Um, yeah, the ones that really had the Bruiser Brody. All the people back then, man, it was real. They had blood all the time and cut their heads and, you know, all that stuff. Now they tone it down. They don't have any of that stuff. But what was the other one? Mick Foley. It was crazy. Wow. Really hear the wind blowing now. Starting to rain again. So it's going to get rainy and yeah. Yeah, they used to do that back then. They had the old blading, and you see the people like they were looked like they were helping them or whatever, but they had the blade and they were doing the thing where they would cut their head intentionally and make the blood start. Had things under the ring. Yeah, not so much anymore. And if you look at all the old time wrestlers, like what was it, Dusty Rhodes, and well, they always had the scars and stuff on their head from where they've been cut open so many times, and yeah, it got pretty rough back in the day. They don't do that anymore. It's all PG. They cleaned it all up. They don't have any of the violence or the blood or the gore anymore. It's all PG-13. If there is any blood, they stop it immediately, and yeah, it's all different. Yep. They got rid of the HLA. They got rid of the questionable storylines. They got rid of the bad comments. They got rid of the any kind of nudity or sexual whatever. They've cleaned it way up. So they don't have any of that anymore. They used to, but yeah, not about that anymore. The Attitude Era is over. No more. Yeah, I can't get into it anymore. Most of the people that are on, I don't even watch them. I'm not interested in the storylines anymore. All the new people, I don't know. It's kind of lost its luster after all that crazy stuff that went down. Yeah, it's just ratings, soap opera, you know, next pay-per-view, merchandising. That's all it is now. So I don't really watch it anymore. But there for a while, they were pretty into all the stuff like that, and yeah. Yeah, back in the old days, it was actually wrestling and entertainment and storylines and all that. Now it's just they just throw it together. I don't know. Maybe it's not the writers, storylines. They don't know what to do. It's just not interesting anymore. There's not shocking. You know, they've already done a lot of stuff. Yeah, I like the old school. I mean, you know, when they had the real stuff, and it was like shocking and you know, believable. Not well, some of it wasn't. You know, like when they were throwing dummies off of roofs and uh, cameras were already out in the field when they left the guy there, and yeah, they were already in the graveyard. And then they had the cement mixer ready going and all that. You know, I don't know. I can't watch it anymore. I stopped. Find some other stuff to watch now, other comedy shows and stuff. Kind of get away from all the news and all the other stuff that's going on. There's just too much crazy bad stuff to worry about all that stuff. So I try to find other lighthearted stuff to watch, old shows, comedies, kind of take my mind off all the crazy stuff that's going on right now. A lot of people like to dwell on all the situations, political and the, you know, all the current states of affairs and stuff like that. There's too much for that for me to worry about. I try to stay away from it. I try not to watch the news much anymore. Uh, Keep out of all the political stuff, all the economy, all that stuff. It's just it's too much right now. Other things to worry about. Some people get all upset about it. And, yeah, I still am, but yeah, more and more I like going back and watching the old stuff. And some of those interviews were crazy back in the day, man. It's Ultimate Warrior would go crazy, Piper would go crazy, all the people would just rant and rave, and yeah, it's just crazy stuff back then. Now, I don't know. But anyway, that's what I've been trying to do and trying to stay out of the stuff. I've been trying to keep up on the new stuff that's coming out, all the new releases, all the new stuff in the stores right now. Oh no, I know. Yeah, it was kind of weird. But I've just been trying to see what's out there, trying to take it easy. Next couple days, I'm probably gonna have to catch up on the reviews, catch up on the other stuff. I'm gonna have to see if there's any places that get some of this new stuff out. I've been trying to keep an eye on the stuff that's out there, but with it being at the beginning of the year, a lot of stuff's still not in stock. So, yeah. But I'll keep my eye out. I know that Pitch Black's coming out. I know that there's a couple other items coming out. A lot of stuff is kind of being recycled, reintroduced. There's a lot of stuff that's already out that I've already done in the past. So I'm kind of staying away from those. But been trying to keep an eye on what's out right now. And just take it easy. I can already hear the rain here, so it's going to be crazy stormy for the next couple of days. Hopefully we won't have another power outage. And I could get all this stuff done. I have to... Yeah. I don't know. I have to take a look at it. Someone was saying it's only at Circle K. I don't know if it's only at Circle K or Walmart. I did look online and it said it's in, like in a couple towns away, so it'll eventually get out here. But I'll keep an eye on it. Yeah. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. I tried the Baja Blast. I tried the Red Code Red. Yeah, I just can't get into that energy drinks, but never know. Then there's a lot of other stuff that's coming out. New things are being introduced at the places. Still got a lot of stuff that I've already taped and putting out. I'm trying to keep that out for you. Try to do a little bit of the old stuff, a little bit of the new stuff. Limited time stuff, I've been trying to get that done too. You see a lot of those. And just a little bit of everything. So for the rest of the week, like I said, I'm going to have to stay inside and stay out of the craziness and the rain and stuff. Hopefully it'll light up, but I could hear it blowing. I could hear the rain going. Next couple days it's supposed to rain, so I actually did one. I did a Shasta versus RC. Both were terrible. Like watered down. Yeah, that was not my favorite. RC would not be my choice. Shasta would not be my choice. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I have one over there. I got one. I gotta try. I don't know if it's orange or something like that. I still have to try that way. Tab has been discontinued, believe it or thankfully. Yeah, I still got a bunch of new drinks. Yeah, officially it was discontinued. They had it in like Midwest or something for a while, but they officially got rid of it. Coca-Cola dropped about 100 brands of their soda for a while. They had it for a while. They got rid of like half of their inventory to clear the way. Some of the things that just were not popular, is like Coca-Cola Life and Coca-Cola Natural, and some of the other brands that were there, they got rid of them. Diet Right, RC Light, there was a whole bunch of weird flavors and brands and stuff. They got rid of a lot of them. Yeah, I couldn't get into the tab. It was awful. I remember trying it a long time ago. That whatever that was called, no, it wasn't aspartame. It was oh, that one that they got banned. The one sweetener that they couldn't pass off, and it was like ugh, caused cancer or something, and they got rid of it. Saccharin, that was it. Had saccharin in it, and they said that caused cancer, so they got rid of it. And yeah. Yeah, it was like Shasta or one of those things on 3-liter bottle. Take it to the party. Yeah, remember that? They'd give you a 3-liter bottle, and it was like fruit punch and orange and grape, I guess, a lot of the time. I remember seeing those. Root beer, off-brand root beer. Maybe it was some other, store brand or whatever, Sunny Select or whatever, I don't know. They have those weird brands now. They had, what was it, Dr. Thunder, Skipper, Mountain Lightning, yeah, all kinds of weird names for them. They were the off brands and the, yeah. Yeah, they had red, they had red pop and actually had purple. I think was one of them. They had a lot of weird stuff back in the day. Remember some of those old ones. Some of them got discontinued. What was that one? Red Fusion, Upside Down 7-Up, Diet Right. Yeah, some of those really bad flavors and stuff like that. Couldn't get into it. And some of them got discontinued, and some of them just went away. Jolt was it was legit for a while, but then they find, and was it Mr. Pibb? Now it's Pibb Extra, if you could find it. Back in the day, they used to have Sobe and Snapple Elements and Jolt and what was it, New York Seltzer and Clearly Canadian. Those were like all the big things. Still have a little bit of them left, but not like they used to. I remember I drank that Orbits and everybody thought I was crazy. It was like a syrupy thing, and it had the little, they called them balls of snot. It was floating in the thing, and it was not very good. So, yeah, they had a lot of that crazy stuff too back in the day, but not so much anymore. No, I did not. You know what? The one thing I got mad about, they discontinued Collins Mix. Canada Dry used to have Collins Mix, and it was like sweet and sour and club soda combined. You can't do that anymore. They have like the mix that you can get, the bartender mix, but they do not have it in the. They got ginger ale and they got club soda, but they do not have Collins Mix anymore. Canada Dry discontinued it. They used to have that every New Year's Eve. Collins Mix and maraschino cherries. Non-alcoholic. But they got rid of it. I was like, bummer, man. I was looking for it years ago. I'm like, wait a minute. Why don't they have Collins Mix anymore? Yeah, I'd like to see some of those come back, but yeah, I don't know. It just wasn't popular. They've discontinued it. Some of them they brought back. Most of them they didn't. All the old stuff, they brought them back for a minute, and most of them are gone though. Was it like OK Soda, Aspen? There were a couple other ones too. I'm trying to remember some of the old ones, but Volt. What was the other one? Surge, Volt, Vault. Yeah. Upside Down 7-Up, Red Fusion, 7-Up Gold, Holiday Spice, Pepsi. Well, they had blue. They brought that back for a minute. I still have a 6-pack of blue, believe it or not. There was a couple other ones too that they had that didn't last. All the old Mountain Dew ones. Was it the Sangrita Blast, Revolution, Supernova? There was a whole bunch of them that they brought all out. Didn't last long. Live Wire. Yeah, I don't know. There was one I did see. They got that new one coming out soon called Starry, which is like a Sprite kind of thing. I don't know anything about it. I just heard that it's coming out. I have to take a look and see if I could find that. What, Tessie? What? What are you looking at me for? Go to sleep. Tazzy. Go to bed. He's looking at me. Yeah, it's probably pretty much getting close to that time. I'll probably have to start wrapping it up and get a little bit of sleep tonight. Been on for about 2 hours, so I think it's about time to start wrapping this one up. And probably be back either Wednesday or Friday. We'll have to see how things go in the next couple of days. Hopefully the weather will cooperate and everything will go okay. So thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I think it's pretty much time for me to go. Everything's going good, but my voice is starting to go, so I think I'm gonna have to pretty much wrap it up here and get some something to calm the throat. And yeah, they're sleeping right now, so. And I don't know, I can't yeah, they're off in the other room, but so yeah, I have to get everything ready and then try to come back Wednesday. I'll see what the weather's going to be like, and so I'm still kind of have a little bit of sore throat and stuff. That's okay. I'm been on for a while and starting to lose the voice, and I think it's about time to turn in, get warmed up here. So I do appreciate you guys coming in, watching all the videos. I know it's been going crazy lately. Things have been blowing up. I appreciate all the views and stuff from all the other videos, and some of them just, I don't know, went nutso over the last couple days. So yeah, I will continue to bring you daily videos. I'll continue to bring you all the new stuff and keep an eye on what's going on. I don't know if I'm going to double up on some of this stuff or not. Just got to get a handle on it, and hopefully the next couple days won't be too bad, and I'll be able to get some stuff done, be able to get out a little bit. Hopefully it'll let up for a little while, and I will be back soon. Appreciate everybody coming out. Hope you guys stay safe, stay warm, and get everything you need to do done. So thanks guys for coming in, and I will see you on the next live, and if not, you can watch all the regular videos that come out. So all right guys, I'm out of here. I will see you soon. Take care, have a good one, and stay safe, stay warm.